Shoes, or as I like to call them, sneakers. Everybody has a pair, everybody wears them. But everybody thinks that they're just expensive material goods that you buy at stores such as Foot Locker, Nike, Adidas, places like that. But something you might not know is that they're not just expensive pieces of cloth and fabric thrown together. There's a whole history and culture behind this one specific item you wear every day. So, that's why I chose to do my speech on sneakers. Not just sneakers themselves, but the beginning of where sneakers started and really the rise of sneakers and how they became so popular today. To begin with, I found this article from Bleacher Report in which it states that Chuck Taylor, which you may know as the name of Converse, back in 1908 made the first ever sneaker called the Chuck Taylor All-Star. So the Chuck Taylor All-Star was used in basketball primarily. And so the name sneaker itself comes from the name sneaker itself comes from the use of the people on the court that wears it, such as when other sports have cleats. Basketball specifically has sneakers. So with that being said, Converse revolutionized the world with this insane shoe that they can use for sports or a sport. And so if it wasn't for Converse doing this, there would be no brands such as Nike, Adidas, Reebok, etc. And so with that being said, without that, there's really no rise of sneaker culture. And when we get to the point of rising a sneaker culture, it's not just a singular person that's done it. It's more than one person that's brought the culture to where it is today. The first people to really bring the culture to where it is today is a group that you may know, such as Run DMC. When they dropped their revolutionary song called My Adidas, it completely topped the charts. It was a song all about someone's shoe, or the shoes that they wore, which specifically that shoe that they wore was the Adidas Shell Toe. This information I got was from Business of Fashion. And so if it wasn't for Adidas themselves, or not Adidas themselves, but Adidas and Run DMC themselves, Adidas wouldn't be where they are today. And so you might be thinking, there's one brand you're missing out. No, there's not. The one brand that I left last because it's probably the most iconic, the most known shoe in the world, plus the most iconic athlete to ever wear this shoe. And that shoe specifically is the Nike Air Jordan 1. And so what's revolutionary about the Air Jordan 1 is that Michael Jordan himself didn't really want to sign with Nike at first. He was thinking about signing with Adidas because of revolutionary songs such as Run DMC and that. And so when Nike approached him and had a business meeting with Jordan, they showed him the silhouette of the Jordan 1. And so when he seen that silhouette, he fell in love with it and signed with Nike. And when he signed with Nike, that moment he put pen to paper and wore these specific shoes on court, completely changed the game of sneakers. Everybody saw Michael Jordan jumping and flying like he did, doing crazy moves on the basketball court that nobody has ever seen. And without that, Nike wouldn't even be where it is today. So to really sum everything up, it's that without the start of Converse, without these revolutionary people to really put sneakers where they are today and even create the sneakers themselves, sneaker culture and sneaker history wouldn't even be a thing. It'd just be plain old boring old shoes. So really, the reason I chose to do sneakers is because it's something I'm passionate about and that I really love and I like to collect. They're not just things that people wear all the time. There's something that have value to them, and they'll never lose value to me. And that's why sneakers aren't just things you wear on your feet. And that's why there's a culture and everything behind them.